Hey gym sport coaches, it's Jeremy here, and in this series of videos we're going to be talking all about the parkour class skill charts. Now when it comes to coaching any of our recreational classes, we want to make sure our focus is on the safety of our students and ensuring they have a positive experience with their classes, as well as making sure that we coach the skills listed on the skill charts. So with this series of videos we're going to be talking all about the parkour class skill charts so you can get familiar with all of the skills that you're going to be teaching in your parkour classes. So let's start off with a brief definition of parkour. Parkour is the discipline of navigating through your environment, overcoming obstacles, and expressing yourself in creative ways only using your body. Some people consider the term parkour referring specifically to navigating through your environment as effectively as possible, while the term free running would be used to describe the creative aspect of parkour. That being said, the terms free running and parkour are generally used synonymously, and that's how we're going to refer to it here. So with gym sports parkour classes, you're going to be learning the effective part of navigating through your environment, as well as the creative side with acrobatic moves like flips and spins. So now that we know what parkour is, let's take a look at the layout of a parkour skill chart. Starting off at the top of the skill chart will be the name of the class that it pertains to. Most of our parkour classes are going to be defined by the skill range, while a couple of them are going to be defined by the age requirement. Next to the name of the class will be a number that indicates which season or part we're currently working on. There are 3 parts in total. Moving down the skill chart, you'll see the first text in bold. This text is used to describe the category of skills listed underneath it. Listed underneath the bold text are the individual skills that you're going to be coaching. Looking to the right of these skills, you'll notice some unfilled boxes. The long boxes at the top are going to be used to fill in your students' names, and the smaller boxes that are listed next to the individual skills will be checked off once the student completes the skill. As a general rule of thumb, you can check off a skill for a student when they're able to complete it adequately 3 times in a row. A student may be ready to move up to the next level class once they've completed all of the skills listed on all 3 seasons of their current class's skill chart. Due to various reasons, it's important that you let us know before telling a student or parent that they're ready to move up to a different class. So with our parkour skill charts, we have 4 different categories that we use to separate the skills that we teach. Now these 4 categories are going to be the same across the board through all of our parkour classes that use skill charts, with the exception of the general category, which will be replaced with flow starting in our Parkour 3 classes. The first category we'll discuss is our vault. All of our vault skills are going to utilize our vault boxes that we have in the parkour gym. Keep in mind that a parkour gym is generally designed to simulate what you may find in an urban environment out in the real world. And these vault boxes are used to simulate things such as railings or ledges, benches, anything that's high enough for you not to be able to step over too easily, but low enough that it doesn't warrant climbing over completely. So for these types of obstacles, we'll use our vault skills. The next category of skills used are going to be our bar skills. Our bar skills are generally going to involve swinging, hanging, and doing strengthening exercises using the bars that we have. For coaching some of our bar skills, you may find it more viable to coach in the gymnastics portion of our gym, which is absolutely fine so long as you're not interfering with the rotation schedule. Our next category of skills is going to be our tumbling and tricking skills, and this is going to involve any of our acrobatic movements that utilize either a trampoline or our floor. And our 4th category is going to be either general skills for our Parkour 1 and Parkour 2 or flow for Parkour 3. Parkour offers such a wide variety of different obstacles that you can use, so our general skills category kind of captures some of the most common skills that don't fit directly into the categories we already mentioned. As our students move up to Parkour 3, we'll replace the general skills category with our flow category. And flow is going to be used to define how effectively and smoothly you can connect one trick to the next. In competitive gymnastics, an athlete will have a routine that they use to compete. In parkour, we take some of the tricks that we learned and apply it into combos and lines that we use for either a competition or just for our own gratification. And in order to create those lines, you want to make sure that you're able to connect the moves within that line with flow, or making them look smooth without hesitation, things like that. So those are the different categories we use for our parkour skill charts. Now we're going to begin breaking down each individual skill.